Hi, everybody. It's Elena. I'm here to talk with you today about something that kind of gets to me every once in a while that I hear a lot of women talk about, and that is the misconception that if you lift heavy weights, you will bulk up and not tone up. And the reason that bothers me so much is because for I don't know how many years we've had it drilled into our heads that cardio is what's going to help us to lose the most weight. Now, here's kind of the science behind what happens. So when you do cardio, yes, you might elevate your heart rate more. You might sweat more. And you might burn more calories in the act of that cardio. But after you're done with that workout, your calorie burning capacity is only elevated for a couple hours once you're finished. Take weightlifting, for example. You might not sweat as much. It might not get your heart rate up quite as much as cardio does. But what happens after you're done lifting those weights, especially if you really push yourself to lift a little bit outside of your comfort zone and produce more tears in your muscle, the time that you spend in the 24 to 48 hours after you work that muscle in letting it refuel and regrow and recover by not lifting that same muscle group the next day, what you're doing is that calorie burning capacity, while it might not be as high while you're lifting weights, afterward you will have an elevated calorie burning capacity for up to 48 hours, sometimes even 72, depending on the intensity. So for those of you ladies that feel that you just should do cardio all the time and not lift too many weights, think about someone with like your ideal body image, the person that you would like to look like, though we shouldn't always compare ourselves to others. It's human nature. We all do it at some point. I would like you to know that there's probably a good chance that that lady, to get to where she is, lifts weights. You'd be surprised how many Victoria's Secret supermodels or people that have these really lean bodies that don't necessarily appear to be that muscular, how much they're still lifting in the gym. I think you'd be a little bit surprised. Not to mention, for every 1 pound of muscle that you gain, it helps your body to burn up to 50 calories at rest. That's not doing anything. That's just sitting in a chair like what I'm doing right now. I would be burning up to 50 calories at rest just by gaining 1 pound of muscle. And for those of you ladies that say you don't think you're that strong or that you can't lift that heavy of weights, we have all, or the majority of us, have at some point or will someday have kids. And do you think those kids carry themselves around everywhere? What about their diaper bags? Are you making them carry their diaper bags or your purse or whatever else you need? I don't think so. And those things, I know from experience now, are not exactly the easiest things to carry. They're heavier than you think. So a really good term that I really like, that I've heard people say, is you should be able to lift weights heavier than what your purse weighs. And we all know that we like to pack a lot in our purse. So, ladies, please, please do not be discouraged and think that you cannot lift heavy weights. If you feel like you're bulking up or that you're not seeing the results you want, chances are you need to check what you're eating. Because if you're not fueling your body with the appropriate types of foods, then that's what's going to build more of that bulk. And what that is that's just fat on top of the muscle you're building underneath it. Because if you look at 1 pound of fat versus 1 pound of muscle, that pound of fat is probably going to take up about twice the amount of space as that 1 pound of muscle. So don't be afraid to gain a little bit of muscle, because that's going to help you keep weight off longer because it increases that metabolism. It gets you burning more calories at rest. So, ladies, please, please do not be afraid of lifting weights. And honestly, I think you get the best benefit from doing a combination of cardio and weights, whether you're doing weights with your cardio or you're doing a circuit where you're interspersing cardiovascular body weight type movements with strength training. So if you all have any questions, this is something I went to school with. This is something I'm very passionate about. If you have any more questions, please feel free to write them below in the comments or send me a private message, and I would love to chat with you more about this and share any of the knowledge that I have that I maybe forgot to mention in the video. But for those of you ladies that are already doing this and lifting heavy weights, keep it up. It feels great to be strong, and it helps you to feel just a little bit better about your body image, and it's just really empowering to be a girl and feel strong and self-confident. So keep it up. Bye.